Uh, what? What is going on here? You guys are the worst synchronized swimming team I've ever seen. None of you are doing the same thing. Hello, my fellow Minecraft friends, and welcome back to another episode of Survival Minecraft from the Rocketcraft server. Excuse me, that's too close. From the Rocketcraft server. I'm back here in my base. I've got some work to do, and I thought I would get things started with a little bit of a time lapse this time. So go ahead and enjoy the music. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, I've got a beautiful glass dome built over the top of the base here. And before I can get to what I want to do on the inside there, we're going to have to dry it out. So let's get through this process, which is not one of my favorite things, but hey, it has to get done, right? Yeah, it's probably my least favorite thing in Minecraft, and here I am building an entire base underwater, no problem. There's a lot of ways to do this, but I prefer the sand tube method with the sponges and all that. Good morning, Cherry. So now I'm going to go ahead and get these sand walls all built up to the top, now that it's all marked out. And here you have it all built up to the top. I am ready to start getting in there and draining this. I am excited to get to the part after this. As I said, this is my least favorite. But the thing I'm looking to do is, well, first get this all cleared out. Alright, now that that's done, it doesn't look much different from the outside, but if we come inside here, if I can get through the door, there we go, and I'm going to replace this, this crude water stopping device with a more elegant design. Here we go. Yeah, so now that this is all cleared out, I am going to slap down some grass blocks and hopefully get the grass to spread all throughout here. And yeah, we're going to be doing a big old landscaping scene inside of here. And I'm going to start out just making some hills along the sides, and while I'm waiting for the grass to grow. So let's just, yeah, just going to build this up a little bit. I've got some big plans in here. It all starts with a little bit of landscaping. I want it to look more natural, like a Minecraft generated landscape, and less like a brown tabletop that I have right now. So I'm just going to get to work. One bright idea I've had after clearing all that water out of here is to then place water back in here. So, yeah. Yeah, I've landscaped a little bit of a pond here. And, yeah, I just want it to kind of blend into the landscape. I want it to look natural as possible. And so let me get this filled in with water. Here we go. We've got the pond all filled in with water. And as you can see, we've got fish just chilling in the pond. How about that? I did not place those fish. Those are naturally spawning fish, believe it or not, under the water, in the aquadome, in the landscape. And I'm going to go ahead and light this pond up a little bit with some sea pickles. Whatever I can do to keep the mobs from spawning in the dome. And I love the sound the sea pickles make when you slap them down. Slap, slap, slap. Right. So yeah, just keep the mobs from spawning down here. That's the goal. And also to get rid of all the torch spam. So sea pickles will look nice in the pond here. Yeah, I'm liking it. Alright, my next idea is to turn this hillside into a mountainside. So I'm going to start building up with some stone here. I'd like a mountaintop sort of protruding from the hillside here. And I'm also going to make a cave inside of the hillside, or the mountain, complete with ores and all the good stuff that you would find underground in the overworld. Except I'm here underwater. So completely artificial. I'm going to have a little window here within the cave, so I'm trying to work out the shape of what I'm going for. And it's a lot of trial and error. But I really think it's going to turn out awesome. In addition to all the space within the dome that we're using, we're going to be using up some of that vertical space too, and giving it more of a natural appearance. As you glance around, you'll see hills and mountains and all kinds of landscaping. So yeah, I'm just building up just a little mountain here where you can crawl through the inside and take a peek out of the glass dome into the underwater area. And hopefully when I'm finished, I will come close to replicating the vision I had in my head for this project. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to knock out some of this dirt coming back. And this is going to be sort of like the entrance, and it will lead this way into the window area. But yeah, I'm just going to chop back some of this dirt that I've gone ahead and placed. And had I known I was doing this, I wouldn't have made the dirt all the way as thick as I did, but that's alright. Netherite shovel has no problem taking care of this hill. And there we go, we're starting to get some sort of a cave feel here. I think we've got just a little bit too much sticking out into the walkway. And I might want to make that a little bit bigger. I'll figure that out. Alright guys, I've been at this a while, and some might say I'm being overly meticulous, some would say I'm just being thorough. But I really get caught up in these terraforming things, and as you can see, we've got a mountain protruding from the hillside with a little cave entrance going into it. It's good, it's not great, it's okay. I'm going to keep going, I'm definitely going to keep going. I'm going to make this bigger, and I think I'm going to put it into another time lapse for you guys. Yeah, more stone. Time-lapse time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am back. I've buried the cameraman in the wall here, and I'm going through, I'm just adding in a little bit of ores. As you can see, we got a little cave system going on in here, complete with many more ores than you would find naturally. But I want it to kind of look the part, and be sort of cool to look at, which I think it is. And of course, I'll be over meticulous with this, come back to it, and add and add and add. But as you can see, we got our little view out into the ocean here. And we're going to put down some gold here. There we go. It's a golden good job going on here. And yeah, there's the ocean. This is my cave. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet, I think. And if we come out here and take a look, you can see we've got a mountain underwater and lots of torch spam going on, but the landscape is starting to take shape. What? What is going on here? You guys are the worst synchronized swimming team I've ever seen. None of you are doing the same thing. Alright guys, as you can see I've added in a little bit of a desert biome over there, complete with a desert well. And I'm up on top of the mountain and I'm going to start putting in some white carpet. I want it to sort of represent snow, have a snowy peak on the mountaintop under the water, under the sea. And yeah, I want to mix in a few different shades of gray here. Of course I'll go through and add some andesite and things, and just to give it a little bit more of a diverse selection of blocks, and yeah, just have it looking pretty sweet by the time I'm done. So let's get the snowy cap going here. Of course, I'll hide the light. We're going to get rid of all the torch spam by the end of the episode, I do promise. And I'm out of carpet. Well, as you can see, I've gotten rid of most of the torches around here, except for this little desert area. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that there. But as you can see, I've got all this green carpet lying around, and it's a slight improvement from the torch spam, but I want to go through and now sort of hide this the best I can. So, let's get to it. Alright, my bright idea for this is to get some grass growing in here. If I can sort of hide the green carpet the best I can with the grass, and get rid of these yellow flowers here, I don't like that. But I just keep going through with the bone meal, get a tall fern there. Let's make that grass double tall. Yeah. Okay, my friends, I think what we're looking at here is the finished product. I've gone through and I've sort of hit all the lighting the best I can. I've got some over here in the desert. You can't see them. They're hidden. Well, they're sort of hidden. There's a few torches back in here, hidden behind the sugar canes, no problem. A couple here and there. And yeah, there's one of my little prototype ideas. It sort of works. But yeah, most of the lighting looks pretty good in here. The landscape looks fantastic, exactly what I had pictured in my head. And I've had 0 instances of mobs spawning in here, which is exactly what I was going for. It's very safe in here. You're free to come in and explore and look around, and you're not going to cause explosions and things like that. So, here's the view from the outside. And ladies and gentlemen, it is looking super fancy. It is exactly what I was going for, exactly what I envisioned in my head. And that's the way this game goes, you know? You just keep chipping away at it until you come up with what you envisioned in your head. And I've definitely succeeded here. This is exactly what I was going for. A super biodome under the water. It's looking fantastic. And that's just about going to wrap this one up. If you guys made it to the end of the video, I do appreciate you stopping by and checking me out. If you could, go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe. I do appreciate that as well. Catch me next time when I build something Christmassy. This is Mojo Roberts, the dude of Minecraft, saying see ya!